if I could do 3 dumplings. Oh my god, this is gonna be really hard. Hi! For this video, we will be covering 3 dumplings of the Shandong Cuisine, and we will see what this cuisine is all about through dumplings. Little did I know, I chose 3 recipes that used Chinese garlic chives. So you can say this video is Chinese garlic chives, but 3 ways. Let's get started. We begin this series by entering the Shandong province, which is located in northeast China. The food that is derived from this area is also known as the Shandong Cuisine. Shandong Cuisine is known for using a wide variety of seafood in their cooking. They love onion, garlic, salt, and spice, but not so much as their Sichuan counterpart. To begin, I wanted to make 2 types of dumplings out of cold water dough. The first one is pork, fish, and chive, pork and chive dumplings. I wanted to see if there was a difference in taste. My dough recipe is fairly straightforward, 500 grams of flour and 250 grams of water. My dough has 2 resting phases. First rest is 20 minutes, and the second rest is 30 minutes after getting the dough smoothed out. The filling was straightforward until I took out the fish. I watched a few videos on how to fillet a fish, and when it came out to my turn, it didn't turn out so well, but I scraped out all the meat I could from the fish. Does that count? I am using a Spanish mackerel, and I decided to make 2 separate fillings, one without fish and one with fish. Oh, and I decided to add shiitake mushrooms to the filling, because why not? After the fillings were done, I rolled and folded all my dumplings. Let's see how this dumpling turned out. This dumpling was such a headache. So here we have the fish and the chive dumpling. I think I just ate about like 3 or 4 dumplings, and I have to say that it's not the best dumpling I've made by far, because, well, I purely messed up on this.
But Jonathan, I thought you were a dumpling master. This is your YouTube channel.
I'm just a random guy who's passionately curious about dumplings. But here's my mistakes. 1, I did not grind my pork fine enough, and there were big chunks of pork in the filling. 2, my filling was dry and not juicy. I did not add enough ginger water to the mixture. And 3, the filling was not sticky or fibrous because I undermixed it. I wanted to give these dumplings the respect it deserved, and I took a trip to my local Japanese market to get ingredients for attempt number 2. My goal on this next dumpling was to make a bouncy fish dumpling. This is achieved by mixing like crazy in one direction and throwing it against your bowl. In Chinese, this is called dotting your meat. This breaks down the animal proteins, making your meat springy and bouncy. The filling is Spanish mackerel, garlic chives, and other ingredients. Okay, so we have the second attempt here. The second attempt is just the pure fish and chive, and it actually looks pretty good. I used the store-bought wrapper. Let's see how it goes. So after eating about all of the dumplings, I have to say this dumpling is pretty good. It has a nice balance between the fish, the ginger, and the chives, and I think the flavors are there, and it's very chill and mellow. Yeah, I'm pretty proud that I attempted it again. Alright, fun fact. Did you know the Chinese recipe for joy meatballs is derived from the Shandong cuisine, which originated in the native cooking styles of Shandong. The history dates back all the way to the Qin dynasty in 221 BC. For the last dumpling, we will be making the Chinese chive pocket. The dough is made up of 2 types of water, boiling water and room temperature water with a little bit of yeast. The yeast and the short fermentation process adds to a fluffy dough. The resting for this dough is a 2-stager, 20 minutes after the initial knead and 1 hour. The filling consists of, you guessed it, Chinese garlic chives, vermicelli noodles, and egg. Honestly, this is like the OG Hot Pocket. Lightly pan fry on a low heat, turn in occasionally, and they are ready once they develop a nice golden brown exterior. So here we have the Chinese Chive Pocket, and I'm pretty excited about this because this one looks actually really good. Oh, it's hot. So the Chinese Chive Pocket, it's very savory, and it has a nice texture from the vermicelli noodles. And the egg and the chives go super well together. The dough is actually really fluffy. I'm pretty happy that I stumbled upon this recipe because this recipe is pretty delicious. And I have to say, the filling is so versatile. You can change it up and pretty much add anything. I'm pretty sure if you added the whole kitchen refrigerator in it, it would still taste pretty good. I'm really happy that I started this series because today I was able to experience 3 types of dumplings. And even though that I messed up, I was able to find a recipe that was a keeper. And I'm pretty excited about that because I get to go and try some new things with it. I'm sure there are more dumplings out there in Shandong, but now we know that this place exists. Next week's episode, I'm pretty excited because we'll be going over the Shanghai cuisine. So subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys next time. This has been Jonathan at Let's Try Kitchen, and as always, if you have messed up in the kitchen, you can always begin again.